Good evening and welcome to the first program of Life 101, the prerequisites for continuance in existence. And I am Adama. For those who are not familiar with me, I'm producer and host of the Meeting of the Inner Circle, which has been in and on air for the last 11 years here in Atlanta, 89.3 FM, so that one builds into the other. Life 101 is foundational for our realizing what are the prerequisites for our being qualified for continuance in existence. And it may sound a little foreboding, but we have to realize that the planet, the earth, the world, and her populace are going through some severe issues and changes. And you and I, who dwell in this now moment of eternity upon Mother Earth, have to be able to respond appropriately and correctly to that which is need in our now moment. And so I have been very intensely focused on applying myself wholeheartedly to the Creator of all, the intelligence of existence, for its solutions, because the problems the world has created cannot be eliminated by dealing with those who created the problems. We have to come to a point and place where we remember who we are. And as Life 101, as life itself starts, we have to begin with the Creator directly. The Creator is the totality of all there is as existence itself. And there is nowhere where it is not. We are each these living, loving, intelligent, potent, and immortal points of its absolute and supreme presence. And its presence is that which fills all places and all spaces. It is that which is what some others would refer to as the unified field. But there is nowhere where it is not. There's nowhere any of us have been where it was not that which was the fullness of that which was there. It is that which animates every atom and every cell of our entire beings, and that is the truth of each of us, regardless of what we perceive, what we believe, what we think we know, what our opinions or our theories are. It's not about our opinions and theories at this particular point. We have to know absolutely what the truth is in order to be maintained, sustained, and exalted in this now moment. We have to come to a point and place where we care to be corrected after being wrong for so long. Now, because there has been conspiracy to make sure that you don't know how to live, that you spend all of your lifetime consumed with making a living and killing yourself, in the belief that you have to die from something. And so as one who knows that as these living, loving, intelligent, potent, and immortal points of an absolute and supreme presence that does not die, that the earth, the sun, the planets, the realms, the heavens, the hells, the solar system, the galaxies, the Milky Way, everything exists by virtue of its law, by virtue of its order, by virtue of its intelligence. And that intelligence animates every atom and every cell of our own being. This is the foundation of Life 101. It is the foundation of all that is. And it is not subject to our agreement. We are subject unto it, to understand that that which we do consistently in our own best interest is also done consistently in the best interest of the whole of existence. The issue is that we've been taught to be selfish. We've been taught to be stingy, to be greedy, to be insecure, to be doubtful, faithless. We've been taught to give more attention to the devil, Satan, and their wicked ones than doing that which is in our own best interest in terms of consistently applying ourselves to that which is the law that governs our being, the laws that govern existence, the laws that govern life. There's no way to get out of this thing alive without it. And so the real issue is that you can accept life or you can accept death at this particular point. But when you have been, and when we have been under the auspices of governments and those who have miseducated you and religiously trained you to not think so highly of yourself, to think of yourself as naturally sinful, to think that you cannot come to a point of perfection in your being, when perfection is an inherent part of existence. You understand? This is why I am inspired to come to you in this way, in this now moment. And I am so thankful, so grateful, so appreciative, and so absolutely delighted to have the opportunity to do this, to speak to you, to say that which you may not hear any other place, but to let you know that the laws that govern life are so exact that there are no ones that have money. There are no ones in political positions of supposed power. There are no ones that cannot and will not be held completely under the authority of absolute law. And so we have to understand what these laws are and how to use them, how to really harmonize ourselves with them, because everything that you're working so hard for in terms of security, stability, peace, prosperity, mobility, to be in a state of delight and joy and all of that comes as a natural result of being in the progression and the procession of the fulfillment of law as the reality of your life. And the primary foundation of it is thou shalt love thy mother, father, creator God with all your body, heart, mind, life, soul, and might. And so we have to examine that, because that really puts us in a position where what? We cannot be separated from anything or anybody when you are truly loving the Creator, loving the Lord, loving God, loving the laws with all your body, heart, mind, life, soul, and might. If you did that, then how could you be in doubt? How could you be in fear? How could you be faithless? How could you be beholding to people who do not have your own best interests at heart? There is no secret here that there has been a world-conquering rampage for thousands of years to divide and conquer the planet. And now we've got all manners of people that refer to themselves by a group association before they refer to themselves as this point of that absolute and supreme presence that most people refer to as God. You don't want to think that highly of yourselves. You don't want to be held to that quality of perfection. You don't want to be that disciplined as a disciple of truth. And I'm here to tell you that that is the path of light. That is the path of prosperity. That is the path of being cleared, cleansed, purified, renewed, rebirthed, and completely revitalized, regenerated, rejuvenated, and revivified in the order of this now moment that is an eternal moment that is calling for our collective planetary and global resurrection. I am the voice of resurrection. I am calling you forward. Why? Because there is nothing that you will ever have that is greater than yourself. There is nothing that you could ever do that is greater than being in an alignment with the laws that govern your life, the light, the wisdom, the truth, the love, the rightness, the righteousness, the discipline of discipleship. There is nothing that we can do that brings and will bring forth a greater glory than knowing how to live, loving the laws that govern life to the degree to which we do not mind exalting God first in everything that we think, say, and do. That's what we're here to do. Is to exalt life. You can't exalt life without exalting God. You can't exalt life without exalting the intelligence of your own being. So when we are talking laws, we're talking purpose. We're talking what are you living intentionally to do? Do you have conscious intention to live? Or are you just trying to make a living while you are dying? While you are killing yourself. And so Life 101 is the beginning of a series of classes, and they are classes. And if you have any questions, until we come to a point and place where we are technically able to provide you with opportunity to call in, then any questions or concerns or comments or queries that you may have, I want you to address them to me personally by email at life101tv@gmail.com. All right? And so for the beginning of the class, I'm just really wanting to reiterate this. The Creator is the totality of all there is as existence itself.